Okay, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to look at sequence. Now, when we say sequence, sequence is the automatic generation of unique numbers. Now, if you want the system to automatically generate numbers for you, you can use the sequence to do that. So here, we are going to create a sequence that will automatically generate series of numbers for us, a number that will be unlimited, starting in ones. So the question says, it says create a sequence to generate um, unique unlimited numbers starting from 1. So I'll just go create sequence. The name of the sequence is called NUM, and the keyword is start with 1, increment by 1, minimum value of 1, no maximum value, and then no cycle. So it means this sequence is going to start with 1, increase by 1, the minimum value is 1, it has no maximum value, and then it has no cycle. So the cycle means once it is unlimited, it cannot reach to its peak and then start all over again, right? So here, let's execute in our user. Okay, I think we have an error here. Let's check this. Sometimes there's no space. So let's execute again. Good. So it says sequence created. So we've created a sequence. Now we want to insert records with the sequence. Now we have a table called, let's describe the table. We have a table called read, right? Now with this read table, where the IDs are, we don't want the system, we don't want us, we wouldn't be the one to provide the ID numbers. We want the system to provide them or to fill in the ID numbers. So here we'll just go, we are inserting just 3 records. So we just go insert into read values. We open parentheses. Then here, if you are adding up a number, you type read, that's the name of the sequence, dot next val. The val simply means next value. So that means you filled in the number for the ID. Then the next column is going to hold the names. So the first name, let's say Kevin, and the last name Hart, like this. And the next one inserts into read values one more time, open parenthesis, and go read dot next val. The next val means call the next value. So 1, tails, and I'll close parenthesis, and my semicolon. So let me say these two, just these two. Oh, sorry. The sequence name is called the num, N-U-M. Made a mistake, sorry. Mistakes is part of the lesson. The more you make mistake, the more you learn. So the sequence is called the num, not read. I was rather using the table name. So here, let's come back here. So this one to end an error. Let me clear the screen. So clear screen. Right, let's execute. So you could see right now it says one row created. Now let me type commit. We know the meaning of commit. Commit means you want to save the transaction. Then let's display all the records in there. So select star from the table called read. You could see, look at the IDs. You see, so we didn't type any ID. We didn't type any ID. We only typed the sequence name dot next val, and it's provided the ID for us. Right. So let's say you want to check the current value. So checking the current value of the sequence. Right. If you want to know the current value, just type select the name of the sequence num dot curval, which means current value from wow. So we just want to know the current value of the sequence. So it says the current value is what? 2, right? It's 2. If you want to call the next value, then you have to make it dot next val. So that is the use of a sequence, right? You can equally change or alter a sequence. Let's say it is when we talk about the increment, it is being increased in ones, right? It's increasing by 1, 1, 1. You can change it and then make it increment by 2 or increment by 3. So let's look. So altering the sequence. So here we just go alter sequence. The name of the sequence is num. Then we will just choose one of the options under the sequence. So increment by, we just make it 2. That means this sequence is now going to be increasing in 2s. Right? The current value is 2. So the next value, it means it should add up 2 to it. So we say sequence altered. Now I want to call the sequence again and then see how it's being increased. So I'll go select the name of the sequence, was select num dot next val from the name of the sequence, from dual, that's the dummy table. So we are calling the next value for the sequence and see how the increment is being performed. This time around, we are not using it in the table. We are just calling to see how the sequence is working. So when I execute and I hit enter, you could see the next value is what? 4, because you've changed the increment order. So initially it was increasing in ones, but right now it's increasing in 2s. So let me re-execute / enter. The next value is 6, enter. The next value is what? 8. So that is what sequence is about. So how do we drop a sequence? So dropping a sequence. To drop the sequence, you go drop sequence, then the name of the sequence, which is num, like this. And the sequence is dropped. So thank you. This is on Oracle sequence. Don't forget to subscribe and share.